Welcome to the AI for Career Success podcast by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. This is episode 193. I'm your host, Fred Jones.
And I'm Daphne Blake. It's great to be here.
So there's this low-grade anxiety in the air right now about AI.
I'd say it's a little more than low grade.
Okay, fair enough. Everyone seems worried that AI is, actively making our brains rot, that every time we use it, we get a little bit dumber.
It's a real fear, and that's actually what we're talking about today. We're looking at an article that really puts this whole panic into perspective.
What's the source?
It's an article by Bob Hutchins, who's a PhD candidate. It's titled, "Is AI Really Making Everyone Stupid? Remember When?"
And where can people find this?
He published it on LinkedIn.
Okay, so the central question he's asking is basically, is AI actually rotting our brains? Or is this just another false alarm, another tech scare in a long line of them?
Exactly. Is this time really different?
Hutchins kicks it off with a great example from 1997, the whole Deep Blue versus Kasparov chess match.
Oh, yeah. I remember the headlines. It really felt like the end of something.
People declared chess is dead. I mean, literally. They thought, why bother playing a game a machine has already perfected?
Right. What's the point? But then what actually happened?
The chess didn't die. Far from it. I mean, you just have to look at something like that hit Netflix show, The Queen's Gambit. Chess exploded.
It's bigger than ever. So that existential threat, it just wasn't real.
And Hutchins says this follows a predictable pattern, a cycle of tech fear.
He does. He says a new tool arrives.
And then the elite panic. The experts, the academics, they all freak out.
Then comes mass adoption because, it's useful.
Yeah.
And eventually the tool just becomes invisible. It's part of the infrastructure.
And then we build new things on top of it. He gives a few more examples of this cycle. He even brings up Y2K.
Oh, 1999. I remember people stockpiling canned goods.
Convinced that planes were just going to fall out of the sky when the clock ticked over.
And in reality, the lights stayed on, and not long after, we got high-speed internet.
Which, of course, caused its own panic.
The great isolation scare. We were all supposed to become shut-ins who never saw the sun.
Instead, it became the global town square.
The same thing happened with the PC in the 80s. The fear was that Box would kill all the white-collar jobs.
Right. No more accountants.
But it just eliminated the grunt work. It didn't eliminate the workers.
And I think the best parallel is the calculator panic from the 1970s.
Oh, for sure. Teachers were banning them from classrooms. They were convinced it would lead to a total cognitive collapse.
And now you can get one for $2 at the drugstore. We still teach math. We teach better math.
But the most ironic example he uses, and it's a real mic drop, is from ancient Greece. Socrates himself. He warned that the act of writing things down, that writing itself would ruin human memory.
He said it would create only the appearance of wisdom, not real wisdom.
Which is just incredible, because the only reason we know he said that is because his student, Plato, wrote it down.
Okay, but is there any truth to the fear? I mean, are we losing anything?
Well, that's where Hutchins brings in some media theorists.
And their argument is that every technology does amputate some part of us.
Exactly. While at the same time extending another part, Hutchins even admits, his father and his grandfather were way smarter at doing math in their heads than he is.
Well, that skill was amputated.
It was. But in exchange, he gained the ability to work with massive spreadsheets, things they could never have imagined.
So Hutchins' conclusion is that AI only makes us stupid if we think intelligence is just a fixed bucket of facts.
Right, but if you see intelligence as the ability to use tools to solve problems and reach further,
then AI actually makes us better.
Exactly.
Let's take a brief break for a special message from our producer, Curt Robbins.
Hi, this is Curt Robbins. First, thanks for listening. I truly appreciate your support. I want to let you know that I'm currently accepting new clients. My rates are affordable, and I have more than 25 years of experience working for enterprise companies like Microsoft, Northrop Grumman, Oracle, PNC Bank, FedEx, USAA, and Wells Fargo, among many others. If you want to improve your IT documentation and communications, hire me. I deliver fast, know how to use AI to improve efficiency and accuracy, and love going the extra mile to satisfy my clients. Thank you for subscribing and listening. Back to you, Daphne and Fred.
Welcome back to the AI for Career Success podcast, where we help you get smarter than your competition.
Okay, so before the break, we laid out Bob Hutchins' pretty optimistic take on AI, that it's just the next tool in a long line of tools.
But while Hutchins is optimistic, the comment section on his article, well, It offered some really necessary critical pushback.
The internet always does.
It does. And I think it's worth talking about some of them. One comment from a D. James Benton really stood out. He brought up the laziness argument.
The idea that AI will just let people coast.
Exactly. He compared it to how COVID enabled some people to work from the golf course.
Ah, yeah.
His fear is that AI will let people fake achieving expectations while they're off at Disney World.
That's a valid concern. It's not just about losing skills, but about the erosion of actual work.
That connects to another comment that I thought was brilliant from a reader named Anna Dasse.
What was her point?
She argued you can't compare a calculator to an AI. She said previous tools were about amplification. They amplified human capabilities. But AI, she says, has the potential for substitution. It doesn't just help you do the work. It can do the work for you.
Ah, that's a huge distinction. That feels genuinely new.
It does. Calculator amplifies my math skills, and AI can potentially substitute for my critical thinking skills.
And that's a much scarier proposition. Then there was another angle in the comments from someone named Edmund Folsom.
Right, I saw that one. He talked about the enslavement of convenience.
Tell me more about that.
He argued that technology sold to us as conveniences, like snail mail, then the fax, then email, now text, they don't actually give us more free time.
No, they just create stricter, faster rules.
Exactly. The expectation for a reply went from a week to a day to an hour to right now.
And his worry is that AI will do the same, just on steroids.
Okay.
If I can do a task instantly with AI, my boss won't tell me to take the day off.
No, they'll just expect 1,000 more tasks done instantly. The convenience creates a higher quota.
So how do we square all this? History tells us not to panic, but these critics are raising some very, very real points.
I think we have to bring it all back to the core message. We often forget what we actually value in human work.
What do you mean?
We'll always value the struggle, the craft, and the human connection more than just raw output. A machine can generate a perfect song, but we go to a concert to see a person pour their heart out on stage.
There's no meaning in the machine's perfection.
None. And that's what Hutchins was getting at in his closing thought. We have to remember who we are. Remember what only humans can do, feel, and be.
So our job isn't to be a faster machine.
Never. We'll lose that race every time. Our job is to be more human, to focus on the things AI can't touch. Empathy, creativity, ethical judgment, real connection.
Use the tool, but don't become the tool.
That's it. That's the tightrope we have to walk.
Thank you for listening to the AI for Career Success podcast from Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.